I want to tell you a story about a guy named Floyd Decker. Floyd Decker was roommates with Brian Flugel. You know Brian Flugel as Brian Koberger. Brian Flugel was the older brother of Ashley Flugel. Ashley was not Brian's gay girlfriend. She was his sister. Ashley Flugel had gotten bad heroin from Floyd, and sadly she passed away. Oddly enough, she had a court date coming up not long after her death. I don't know the exact charges off the top of my head. I would need to go find out. Floyd Decker is from the Decker family in Idaho. The Decker family, along with Saudi Gaines, own and operate Econo Lodge Motels. Steve and Kristi Gonsalves have, in the past, worked at those very same Econo Lodge Motels. Or at least that is what their skip traces show me. Steve and Kristi started this little company called Cloud 7 VIPs. At some point along the way, they brought in a third business partner. That third person was Marsha Siha. Marsha did, or does, own Hanks Escorting LLC. Why is that important, right? Why does that matter? Well, Hanks Escorting LLC isn't a real, legitimate LLC. This LLC only exists on paper. It is created on paper this way to make someone assume it's a legitimate business, except it's not. On paper, this looks like a commercial trucking company. However, when I went to research this LLC, I couldn't find one single thing about it, which proves to me there never was an official business tied to this LLC, and this LLC is fraudulent. You probably want to know what makes that so important. What does some random fake trucking company have to do with anything, right? The Deckers and Saudis are traffickers. They deal in narcotics, weapons, money, people, and the list goes on, which Steve and Kristi got themselves mixed up in. When Steve then got into Hex Crypto, that only screwed him over even more. Hex Crypto is a now collapsed cryptocurrency company, except the entire thing was a Ponzi scheme from day one, a scam. My point is this case has everything to do with trafficking. Throw everything you think you know about the case out the window. You've been looking in all the wrong places for all the wrong answers. This crime was a stabbing. That's personal. That's up close. This is someone with motive. Someone with intent. This was a crime of passion, a crime of blind rage. When you investigate a crime, you always start with the people closest to the victim. More often than not, when someone becomes a victim of a vicious attack, their attacker is someone they know. Many of you have been investigating this crime in an ass-backwards fashion. Others of you have picked up bits and pieces of the truth. But you're missing the meat of the story. And there's always a story. You just have to find it.